Welcome to Mine Explorers, episode 57 on this lovely St. Patrick's Day. And it'll be different St. Patrick's Day for me this year. I don't drink anymore, so I'm not going to spend half the night drinking Irish car bombs and Guinness and Irish cream, and then the second half of the night with my head in the toilet bowl.
It sounds like a much better way to celebrate.
Yeah, I think we're going to watch the World Baseball Classic finals
Oh,
tonight.
fun.
It's the U.S. versus Venezuela. Again. Didn't we just do that last month?
Ooh, insider joke there.
Not really an insider joke. I don't think it's any surprise.
Nope.
I wonder if they're going to let Maduro watch it. Where is he? He's gone from the news cycle completely.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he's supposed to face trial,
And his girlfriend?
which is not going to go very well.
No.
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 When you
Interesting.
get extradited to another country to face trial.
Things aren't going to go very well. But, you
Yeah,
know,
I
that's...
remember Saddam Hussein's trial. That was interesting.
Yeah.
He got hanged. Mm-hmm. And Maduro may face the same fate. We'll see.
Yeah, I heard talks of the death penalty. But
back to baseball.
back to baseball
World
and
Baseball
St.
Classic.
Patty's Day. I was really happy that your son Miko told me this morning that it was Leprechaun Day, so I was able to dress appropriately.
There you go.
Or else I was going to wear red and
I have one green shirt that I wear once a year,
yeah.
and here it is.
Yeah. My other green shirt represents Christmas, so I didn't feel like that was appropriate.
No, that'd be a little weird.
Yeah, but anyway.
So, what's on deck for today?
Well, we just got back from the field, so I thought it'd be fun to do a little recap of what
field's
it was all about and the importance of bringing out new team members into the field. Something I was thinking about yesterday of like it's, you know, you hire new people and it takes a while to get to know them.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a while for them to get to know us. And a great way to kind of expedite that process is to just get them out in the field talking to us and hanging out with us, because there's nothing better than spending quality time with a new person that you don't really know that well in the field and just seeing how they operate, seeing what questions they ask, you know, what they're interested in. And so it was a lot of fun bringing our newest senior geologist out with us into the field to, you know, pick his brain and to see like, hey, you have a new opportunity to learn something. How are you
Yep.
going to do?
No, I agree. More often than not, we hire people, put them in the office, and then may not talk to them again for quite some time. I mean, I know you do your one-on-ones with everybody, but I don't. So there's some people in the company I don't talk to for months sometimes.
Yeah.
And maybe we hire them and I don't talk to them for a month or two. Some of the field techs that we use regularly I've never met. So I agree, being able to actually go out in the field with new team members, spend time with them, it's a good way to demonstrate like our core values. Like we worked hard yesterday, demonstrate our core values. They got to see how we interact with the client who went with us, how we are candid and transparent and bring our core values to the table, look for ways to add value, which is a great segue into your next topic today, adding value.
Adding value. Yeah, and it was a lot of fun too, because we often don't get that opportunity to go out in the field. So it was...
I've been asking you to go for a long time.
And I finally made time to go do it. And
you
it was,
went out for the Pozzolan, which was a few episodes ago, and
Yep.
then that was the first time in a couple of years I think we'd been in the field together.
Yeah. Oh, near.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it's been a minute. Yeah.
And then I got you out again just a few months later, but
Yep.
this nice spring weather is definitely helping.
No, and I would love to do another podcast episode in the field again. But
We will be in the field a lot as a company. I don't know how much more you'll be in the field, hopefully more, but
Do my
I'm
best.
definitely going back to the field again this Saturday and probably every free subsequent weekend for quite some time because I'm doing a lot of field work.
hell yeah.
So it's good.
No,
I did a big long stint in consulting, and then we brought in a new director of evaluations and engineering to run our consulting department, which is now called our director of
Engineering and valuations.
It's a big mouthful. It's still consulting to me. But our engineering evaluations department, I was heavily involved in, and now we have a new leader there, and they're taking off, and the department's up to full speed, running well now. So I've been able to step back and do more on the field side again, which is nice. That's been my goal for a while. So
yeah, no, it's been amazing. I mean, we talk about this before of like bringing in A players and kind of leveling up our team to take over and to be more responsible and to really lead departments and just like the few months that we've had those new members join the team, it's like, man, this is awesome. Like,
got to have A players, and that goes back to our episode we had with Brady McLean, which is worth another watch sometime, about how the value of A players and how much they bring to a team. And it's a great opportunity with AI. Like, all the D players are already replaced by AI.
Yeah.
The C players are starting to get replaced by AI, and soon it'll only be A players left in the workforce.
Yeah.
If you're not like really good, then your job can be done by AI. I mean, at least on the white collar side, right?
Yes.
You go to a lot of hands-on trades and things like that, it's going to be a very long time till robotics catches up there. But for a lot of just general jobs in the office, a lot of it can be done with AI now.
Yeah, right. And that's why we encourage our team to utilize AI as they can.
Yeah, so we were talking just a little bit before we started rolling the cameras today about, and recap for our audience, that some companies now, larger companies, are requiring mandatory AI use now.
Yeah, that's really
It's
interesting.
part of the job description. You have to use it. You have to find ways to use it and innovate. And I was telling Crystal, for us as a small business, that's been our MO since the beginning, because if you're a small business or an individual trying to hack it, you've got to be using AI because everybody else is.
No,
So,
I remember you did a team training with us 2 years ago on how to use ChatGPT and like what you were going to see in the future. And it's like, that was really powerful. And that really
Yeah.
opened the door for us to like be thinking about these new technologies and how we can incorporate them on a day-to-day.
And one interesting note about that is there were people in that presentation who were really afraid and really put up a shield, and they were afraid to adapt and kind of embrace that. And those people are no longer with us.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting.
It is kind of interesting. Yeah.
And not necessarily that they got replaced by AI, although they sort of did get replaced by AI. But they just weren't willing to adapt. And my whole point with the presentation is if we can leverage our work better, we'll get a lot further. So the AI is not here to replace, it's here to leverage. There's a lot of companies that can't say that. Like Meta's talking about laying off 20% of their employees so that they can invest more heavily into data centers. But we're already a really lean team. So our goal is not replacement, but it's how do we get 50% more work done by using the tools that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Which gives our team more time. I mean, ultimately, like, if I'm paying every member of our team 5 years down the road, I'm paying them all twice as much to do half as much work, and our margins are still good and our revenue's still good. That's awesome.
That'd be incredible.
Yeah.
I would
Hopefully
love to
that
keep a
applies
small
to
team.
us
Yeah.
too, but yeah.
Yes. As owners, we would love to also get paid.
Get paid and do half as much work. Yes.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
One day.
Well, it's tricky. I mean, as owners of a small business, we are always getting thrown back in to do different things. So.
Yeah, well, and we have a team first mentality as well.
Right.
So. But yeah, no, going back to your point, we are a small team, which means we innovate and which means we need to take advantage of technologies that come our way. And so like if somebody is on our team who's not willing to innovate, not willing to, explore new things, and it's, how are they going to contribute in the long run?
Right.
That's what I love about our team is we're always looking for new ways to do things to make it better. And, like our reports make them more robust throughout the years. And it's that mentality that we got to have. I mean, going back to like our core values, we're always looking to grow and add more value, right? That's part of our why is add more value, which, we just had our offsite last week. We talked about, I decided that we are revamping our vision because our vision currently is we solve the challenges of mining,
right?
Which is true, right? It's
true.
a very true statement, but You know,
And it has a nice ring to it.
it has a
sounds
nice
good.
ring to it. It sounds good. But then when I think about like what it really means at the end of the day and like how I see our team portraying it, all I hear is anxiety and stress. Because we are solving challenges, which means it's going to be hard, which means it's going to be difficult, which means it might be something that we don't want to do. And how do we promote getting these new projects that are going to be a little more difficult if it's always leaning towards that negative connotation? So,
and there will be challenges
No,
always,
100%.
but I agree. So I was on the side of the table that was we solve the challenges of mining because it has a nice ring to it, and it's what we do.
it is what we do.
And there will always be challenges, but I liked the way you framed it in terms of let's focus on the positive and not the negative.
Yes.
But then you also brought all of our priorities in line where we're talking our mission statement, our premise, our primary question are all lined
It
around
all
value
lines up
now.
very well.
So I was reluctant, but then when you put up on the slide how they all line up and now they're all focused on the same thing and they're all focused in a positive direction, that made a lot of sense.
Yeah, well, it's all about alignment.
Right.
It's all about alignment, and it's all about keeping that positive mindset because our why as Burgex is to add value, and we do that by adding value to every mining project, through everything that we do. So we're going to change our mission to we add value from exploration to mining.
We add value from exploration to mining.
Yeah, which goes back to our primary question of how can I add massive value to my clients and teammates right now, which goes back to our mission statement of adding value to mineral resource projects. So it's exciting. I like it.
We add value and clarity that we
provide expertise and
and
clarity that help our clients
discover and expand the value
of their mineral resource
projects.
Yes, it's a mouthful.
So it sounds like we need to spend some time with the team, maybe at the driving range or something, and just go through these things until we have them memorized and understand them.
Yeah.
Because if you and I don't have them by heart, then nobody else should be expected to.
Right. Well, and that's the thing,
But
too.
I do know our values. I've got those down.
No, our values are great. I
Right.
love our values. It's my job as the CEO, right, sitting in that seat, is to be the team cheerleader. And if I'm not excited about the mission and vision that we have portrayed to the team, then how the hell do I expect our team to live up to that?
Right.
Right? So it starts with me. So I need to do something that makes me excited. And if I think I am here to provide value, if you sit at your desk and you say, today I'm going to find a way to provide value, to provide massive value to my clients and teammates right now, by the end of the day, you'll have figured that out.
Right.
Right?
Well, if you just show up at work and you sit down and ask yourself that question.
What's the most valuable
write
thing
down
I
what
can
comes
do
to town.
today?
And
Yeah.
and that goes back to like James Clear and
Simon Sinek.
and Ferris and Cynic and a lot of people with like that. There's a really common revolving thing around pick the single most important thing to do every day. So if you ask yourself our primary question, how do I add massive value to our clients and teammates right now? And you can think of what's the number one thing I can do and write that down and focus on that one thing, do the single tasking, then that's how you live our values and really set us up to succeed. But if everyone in the company does that, then we get a lot done.
Yeah, and I think we're so close to that. Like we
Right.
have an amazing team. Like I'll say that again and again. Our team is phenomenal. But like any team, they need guidance and they need some cheerleading and sometimes they need a little boost.
Yeah.
So that's our job.
And a kick in the pants occasionally.
Yeah, sometimes that's you or me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I need a kick in the pants. But anyway, it's exciting. So going back to, or moving on into news, a couple of big announcements today.
Yeah.
Resolution just finished their land package. Their
Oak Flat
land swap is officially done.
I don't know why we had to say that so hard. Oak Flap. The Oak Flap land swap. Oak Flat land swap. So they traded their land with the Forest Service.
Yep.
We had a team on the ground in Arizona yesterday to take care of critical issues, button everything up.
Yep.
We're really proud to have been part of that process. And yeah, big deal because that's going to be the largest copper mine in the United States.
No, it's exciting.
And that was the
really
last
exciting.
major hurdle to getting into production. So now it's full steam ahead.
That's amazing.
And we've been talking about it on the show for a year. And
Yeah.
it's on again, off again, on again, off again. Now
Well, it's been on
done.
again, off again for the last 2 years at least.
We were talking about it just a couple days ago that if they're going to get it done, they need to get it done soon and under this administration. And then sure enough, they got it done yesterday. So.
Yep, and it was really exciting to have a Burgex team member out there on
Yep.
the ground, and
Being
even
a
got
part of
a
it.
claim name after him.
It's super cool.
That's
Yep.
rad.
It is. Yeah, it's neat stuff.
It is,
And
neat
that's
stuff.
adding value for sure. We've added a lot of value there.
We have added a
definitely.
lot of value. Yep. Well, and that's, yeah, our team always likes to find new ways to add value and other things, like kind of thinking ahead and like asking the questions that aren't being asked,
Right.
which is really key for their role because sometimes the clients don't know.
Right. A lot of time they don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, on our site visit yesterday, we were with an Australian gentleman who is starting their first project in the United States, at least for that company. He's been involved in plenty of projects in the U.S., but for that company, this is their first U.S. project. And
Yeah.
so we're walking them through everything, how the claims process works, the different land statuses, how to set up an LLC, how to structure all that right.
I know he
so
was
that
drinking from a fire hose. It was
everything
amazing.
is good, yeah.
Yeah.
And kept up really well.
Oh,
We've gone
yes.
through budgets and what things cost here compared to other jurisdictions and
Yep.
setting some expectations for the future. This is what you're going to pay for drilling. This is what you're going to pay for field techs. This is what you're going to pay for geos. This is what it costs to stake a claim. This is what it costs to renew a claim every year.
Yep.
This is bonding. This is the timeline for permitting, all that. So
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun to, walk him through the process and how, he does it as well. So it was good ways to add value
So-
in any way we can.
resolution, big hurdle out of the way now. The land swap is completed as of yesterday. Tungsten is up over 525%. The specific number, I don't know today, I haven't checked, but as of yesterday, it was like 536%
That's insane.
since last February. So we're like 13 months, over 500% price appreciation. So there's a lot of interest in U.S. tungsten projects, and that's screaming ahead. The Department of Energy released another $500 million in funding that can be applied for recycling, battery metal technology, building largely like advanced material manufacturing facilities and things like that.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sponsor mining directly, but indirectly very much because all those will be downstream consumers of battery metals.
Well, absolutely. Processing
produced
from
here.
raw feedstocks.
Yep.
Right.
And we talk a lot about on this show and when I give presentations and things about how mining critical minerals is one part of it, but where we really have the huge gap is in the processing and the downstream consumption and that supply chain in the US. So that $500 million is going to be a big part of that.
I feel like it's going to be spent pretty darn quick.
Yep. But it's something.
It's a start. It's a start, and we just need to get it going. I mean, we are so far behind, but
And it's a nice double whammy if you consider that. And that builds on top of, there's been multiple tranches that have gone out. This is another one.
yeah.
And then with Project Vault, where we're building a strategic metal stockpile that,
Yes, the $12 billion strategic reserve.
that can be purchased from commercial entities and government can draw from that stockpile, which is great.
That'll be interesting.
So that builds a good foundation. So heading in the right direction. Not that things really need a whole lot more of a push right now. They're moving pretty fast, but
Yeah, I mean, there's so many moving pieces. It's really nice to have an administration who's trying to like tackle it all. Not to say that they will, but it's kind of refreshing to see that they're trying.
well, there's a lot of it that's moved forward and positive things are happening. I mean, Resolution is now
Yeah.
on track to go into production. 25% of the US's copper demand, which is, in my opinion, the most critical mineral moving forward. And so
Definitely.
that's a huge start. There's the Fast 41. There's a lot of operations in that And once again, I think it's the onus is on them to be good citizens. So I'm a little nervous about some of the juniors that are jumping on there and riding the train. I hope when it comes time to execute, they follow the same standards as some of the others who are long-term industry participants and like to keep a high standard. But
Yeah, we need the high
as long
standard.
as we do that and get into production, it'll be good.
Yeah, it will be. No, it's what we need to do.
Yep.
It's definitely what we need to do. And it would be really exciting to get more of that domestic supply here from start to finish. Right?
Agreed. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and start to finish. So minerals in the ground to batteries and high-tech products, super magnets, all that stuff produced domestically.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be the same scale as China. We just need to have some means of production.
No, for sure. I mean, and going back to the AI conversation, if we have this entire workforce that no longer has jobs, there's going to be plenty of opportunity in mining.
Right.
It will come with a lot of education, but leverage.
Yeah, and everybody always needs the trades too, so there'll be some good.
Yeah, we definitely need the trades.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. Hands-on work is not going away.
No, and robotics are getting very advanced, but that's still a pretty big lag.
Yeah.
Especially for things that require a high degree of dexterity.
Yeah. Well, and you still
Like
need the raw materials.
Doing plumbing, where you're working in a tight space and you're trying to I just replaced the valve and the fill valve in my toilet the other day, and I was thinking about like a robot. If it was in the middle of an empty room and there was no space constraints or anything, it could probably figure it out. But the way it was in my bathroom, like I had to like twist and use the tools all weird, and it's like there's no way. It's going to be a very long time till robotics can do stuff like that.
Right. Well, and then when's it going to be a need for it?
Right.
Maybe in space, that would be a perfect application, right? Send a robot out to go fix things, but in your house?
I would love to have a handyman robot.
I got a handyman.
I want a robot that'll do
He's not a robot.
do the dishes, do the laundry. Cooking would be nice, breakfast at least, and dinner when we're too busy. And then, to be able to fix things here and there, that'd be handy. Mow the lawn.
It's not on my list. But going back to what we can't replace, so thinking about geologists.
Where's Blue, by the way?
He didn't want to come. I asked him.
Oh.
I know. Just being
He's
a cat
his own
today.
cat. Yeah.
I know. I was actually kind of sad because my lap is cold, but whatever.
Yeah, no Blue today.
But whatever.
You can look at your notes anyway.
Well, so thinking about field work and how we can't replace that with AI.
Right.
Just going to send out a calling card here. If any geologists out there who want an awesome contracting gig for the summer, let us know. Call us.
We're looking for contract geos, senior
and junior techs, really.
So all geos.
Calling all geos.
Cool. Apply on our website, burgex.com
Yep.
/careers.
Careers.
And if you get a 404 error, that's my bad.
It's up.
Is it really burgex /careers?
Yeah.
I just guessed.
No, I think
that
so.
Sounds
Yeah,
right.
it's easy. Yeah, super easy. Yeah, no, it's going to be a great year for the geos. So if you want to come get some fantastic field experience, we would be more than happy to get you onboarded, show you our values.
Works in the western United States, potentially Alaska, little bit in Texas, which is technically the western United States, depending on who you ask.
Sure.
They consider themselves to be the South, I think.
They're their own country.
Texas is kind of Texas,
Yeah.
Usually when I say the West, I exclude Texas because Texas is Texas.
Yeah, they're pretty Western.
But most of the work will be in the West,
Yep.
Western U.S.
Yep, no, it'll be good. It's going to be a good summer, so we're excited. But yeah, we'd love to meet more people, meet more geologists, and
Cool.
get them on board. But with that,
Thanks for watching.
Till
and
next
we
time.
will work on getting some exciting guests lined up soon. So stay tuned, like and subscribe, share with your friends, comment. Got ideas for guests or you want to be a guest? Let us know.